everybody. Hi. My name is Mr. Derrick, and today I'm here to read you some stories. Are we excited? I sure am. Now, you might be asking, Mr. Derrick, where are you? Well, my mother is an artist, so today we are in her crafts room. We're going to be reading some stories today about friendship. Now, some of you might be asking, friendship? Well, I have a friend. I already know about friendship, but I think we're going to learn a lot of new things today. But before we do that, let's get jumped in to our opening song, our hello song. Now, here's how my opening hello song goes. We're going to start with me saying, hello, and you answer, hello, and then we all sing together, I'm so happy to see you, right? And then we keep going and going and going like that. Now, here's the other thing. In the middle, we're going to have different verses. So whatever I sing, you repeat after me. I'll point to myself, and then you'll go ahead, okay? Are you ready? Here, let's do this, all right? Here's the beat. Here we go. Sounds good, right? Here we go. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you again. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. We're gonna read a lot of books today. 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 Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. We're gonna have a lot of fun inside. 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 Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to see you. Hello, hello. Last time. I'm so happy to see you. Give yourselves a round of applause. Good job. You all sang very, very well. Now, I have two stories today about friendship. Now, here's my question for you. How many of you all have a friend? Raise your hand. Oh, wow, so many of us. Now, let me ask you this question. How many of you have a best friend? Raise your hand. Oh, wow, great. That's awesome. Let's see, where did I put that? Oh, here it is. And I'm pretty sure that you all know these stories very well. It's Days with Frog and Toad. I'm pretty sure that you all have read some of these stories before. Now, this is a chapter book, meaning that in this book, there are 5 different stories that we could read from. I'm just going to read the first one for us so that we can really understand the bond that these two have. Frog and Toad. Okay, here we go. Now, the first chapter that we're going to read is called Tomorrow. Toad woke up. Drat, he said. This house is a mess. I have so much work to do. Frog looked through the window. That must be Frog, and that must be Toad underneath all the covers. Frog looked through the window. Toad, you're right, said Frog. It is a mess. Toad pulled the covers over his head. I will do it tomorrow, said Toad. Today, I will take life easy. Frog came into the house. Toad, said Frog, your pants and your jacket are lying on the floor. Tomorrow, said Toad, from underneath the covers. Your kitchen sink is filled with dirty dishes, said Frog. Tomorrow, said Toad. There is dust on your chairs. Tomorrow, said Toad. Your windows need scrubbing, said Frog. Your plants need watering. Tomorrow, cried Toad. It will all be done tomorrow. Toad sat on the edge of the bed. He looks really upset. I wonder why Toad looks so frightened and so sad. Blah, said Toad. I feel down in the dumps. Why? Asked Frog. I am thinking about tomorrow, said Toad. I am thinking about all of the many things that I will have to do. Yes, said Frog. Tomorrow will be a very hard day for you. But Frog, said Toad. But Frog, said Toad, if I pick up my pants and my jacket right now, then I will not have to pick them up tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog. You will not have to pick them up. So Toad picked up his clothes. He put them in the closet. Frog, said Toad, if I wash my dishes right now, then I will not have to wash them tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog. You will not have to. Oh, and there goes Toad, scrubbing his dishes, you see? Toad washed and dried his dishes. He put them in the cupboard. Frog, said Toad, if I dust my chairs and scrub my windows and water my plants right now, then I will not have to do it tomorrow, will I? No, said Frog. You will not have to do any of it. Toad dusted his chairs. He scrubbed his windows. He watered his plants. Putting in a lot of hard work. There, said Toad. Now I feel better. I am not in the dumps anymore. Why? Asked Frog. Because I have done all that work, said Toad. Now I can save tomorrow for something that I really want to do. What is that? Said Frog. Tomorrow, said Toad, I can just take life easy. Toad went back to bed, pulled the covers over his head, and fell asleep. What a great story. I loved Frog and Toad books when I was young. Now, about friendship, what could this first chapter mean about friendship? Well, what we saw in the story was Toad was struggling a lot with having to do some of his chores. But Frog came in and was able to tell him, well, I think that some of these things can be done today so that tomorrow you can have a good time. And that's exactly what friends can do for us. Sometimes there are things that we need to hear that we don't necessarily want to do at that moment, or that we might not want to hear. But friendship is so important because those people in our lives can tell us the hard things that we need to know so that we can continue to be better. This is why friendship matters so much. I think I have another one for us. Ah, here it is. It's Goldilocks and the three dinosaurs. Now, what story sounds familiar to this? I think I remember there being bears in this other story and a little girl entering into their house. Now, we are familiar with what this story is, but let's see how similar and how different it is from what we already know. Goldilocks and the three dinosaurs. That must be Goldilocks. Once upon a time, there were three dinosaurs. Papa Dinosaur, Mama Dinosaur, and some other dinosaur who happened to be visiting from Norway. Well, let's take a closer look at these dinosaurs here. So this is Papa Dinosaur. He's got a pink tie and a mustache. This is Mama Dinosaur. She's got a lovely green dress, a pink ribbon, and purple hair. So cool. And this is the little dinosaur visiting from Norway. That's the Norwegian flag. I wonder what they have planned for their visitor. One day, for no particular reason, the three dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. So, the dinosaurs made chocolate pudding, but each bowl, 3 bowls, each bowl was a different temperature. Let's take a closer look at the bowls. This one says PD, stands for Papa Dinosaur. This one stands for Mama Dinosaur, MD. And this is DFN, Dinosaur from Norway. Look at that chocolate pudding. Doesn't it look delicious? Oh boy, said Papa Dinosaur in his loud, booming voice. It is finally time to leave and go to the, someplace else. Yes, continued Mama Dinosaur. I sure hope no innocent little succulent child happens by our unlocked home while we are, someplace else. Har, har, horjafisk, herg. I wonder what those words mean. Then the other dinosaur made a loud noise that sounded like a big evil laugh, but was probably just a polite Norwegian expression. Ah, it's just him speaking his native tongue. The 3 dinosaurs went someplace else and were definitely not hiding in the woods waiting for an unsuspecting kid to come by. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came traipsing along. They're in the trees here. I thought that they said that they were going to go someplace else. Let's see why they're still in the neighborhood of their house. There goes Goldilocks, and there are 2 signs here. It says 2 miles from a very nice house to... And this one says getting closer. I wonder where Goldilocks is going. Just then, the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Got you!" But it was probably just the wind. The loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Dinosaur. The trap is not yet sprung." But that could have been a rock falling, or a squirrel. I wonder what those dinosaurs are up to, but it doesn't sound very pleasant. Either way, Goldilocks was not the type of little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listened to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. So Goldilocks was aware that she shouldn't go into strange homes without her being with her family or without permission. But she did it anyway. Let's see what happens in this story. So, as soon as Goldilocks came across the strange, enormous house, she barged in. She went into the house without permission. Inside, Goldilocks immediately smelled the 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. Oh, that's her smelling the pudding. And this is the smell of the pudding. Oh, smells so good. Said Goldilocks. That chocolate pudding smells so delicious. If only I could get all the way up to the top of that counter. Then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder that just happened to be there and certainly wasn't left on purpose. What is she going to do with that ladder? Goldilocks climbed up to the ladder and found herself face to face with 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding. Wow, that's a big bowl of pudding, and it looks like she's using the ladder to get to the top of the counter. Even though this is not her house, and she doesn't have permission to go inside or eat the dinosaur's food. I wonder how this is going to end up. The first bowl of chocolate pudding was way too hot. But Goldilocks ate it all anyway, because hey, it's chocolate pudding, right? The second bowl of chocolate pudding was too cold. But who cares about temperature when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding? Not her. Wow, that bowl's so big she stuck her whole face in it. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right, but Goldilocks was on such a roll by now, she hardly noticed. That bowl is so big that she's got her whole body inside of it. That bowl must be this big. That's amazing. Soon, Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons, which, by the way, are totally not the favorite things in the world for hungry dinosaurs. Oh, she looks stuffed. Tired and groggy, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room, so she climbed down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. The first chair was too tall. Looks way taller than she is. The second chair was also too tall. But the third chair was too tall. Goldilocks wasn't going to climb that high just to sit in some chair, so she hiked over to the bedroom. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. "What is going on around here?" groaned the exhausted girl. "The bears that lived here must be nuts." Just then, the room filled with a loud booming noise that was either a passing truck or a dinosaur gloating, "A few more minutes and she'll be asleep. Delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are yummier when they're rested." The dinosaurs are planning to eat the little girl. Oh, I hope this doesn't happen. Oh, look, there goes Mama Dinosaur and Papa Dinosaur and the Norwegian Dinosaur outside the window looking at the little girl to see what she's going to do. Even a little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had heard of that. Looks like Goldilocks was a little suspicious. Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she was used to stopping and thinking. "Hey," she told herself, "this isn't some bear's house. This is some dinosaur's house." She looks really frightened. Say what you like about Goldilocks, but she was no fool. As quickly as she could, she ran to the back door and got out of there. Oh, looks like she escaped before the dinosaurs could eat her. Just then, a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio of dinosaurs yelling, "No!" or "Charge!" or the Norwegian expression for "Chewy Bonbon time!" Looks like they're running in, trying to catch the little girl to eat her. Suddenly, and completely coincidentally, the three dinosaurs rushed through the front door. But they were too late. Looks like Goldilocks got out right as they were coming in. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in the house were three disappointed dinosaurs. Oh, Norwegian dinosaurs crying. The end. Oh, there's more. And the moral is, if you ever find yourself in the wrong story, leave. This is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And the moral for the dinosaurs is, lock the back door. This is Mama Dinosaur locking the door, Papa Dinosaur agreeing with her, and little Norwegian Dinosaur being embarrassed. Wow, what a funny story. Now, we all were very familiar with the little girl and the three bears, entering their home when she knew she shouldn't have, and enjoying some of what the bears had to offer. But this story was Goldilocks and the three dinosaurs. Now, we all had a great time reading the story, but you know what? It was different than what we were used to. I guess the moral of this story time is, just because something is different doesn't mean that we won't enjoy it in the end. Thank you all so much for coming to my story time. I love reading these stories to you and learning new things about life and what cool things we could experience later. Now, before we go, we should definitely sing our goodbye song. Okay, just follow me. Here's our beat. When I point to you, you'll sing, okay? Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.